It was just that one time, Meg.
How many fights do you think start with those words?
Look, Emily going back to work at the newspaper is good for her confidence. That's a good thing, right?
Unless she starts asking for business advice on a regular basis.
Well, it's not like she asked.
Huh.
No, I walked in and I saw that she had the financials for the papers out, and I could tell right away that the books were a mess.
Not your mess.
True. But she was getting all worked up, and that made me worry about the baby.
Oh, so you just dusted off your MBA and came to the rescue.
It was no big deal.
Everything with Emily is a big deal.
Look, Meg, once the pregnancy is over...
When did this pregnancy become your full-time job, Paul?
So, how is it?
A little better.
Do I get to see what you're writing?
I'm sure Dr. Schiller will be in soon.
Is that what they teach you in med school these days? How to evade questions?
Okay, well, looking at your chart, it seems the big issue is getting your blood pressure under control.
How?
Well, let's start by figuring out what's causing you the most stress.
Oh, no, not what. Who?
Okay, so who is it that's causing you so much stress?
Your father.
Your stress is my father's fault?
Well, he still owns the intruder. With Craig in prison, budgets are frozen. I can't make any serious changes.
Well, I don't know anything about that. I'm not in touch with my dad.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to put you on the spot. Besides, Craig's not my only problem. Trust me, I've got plenty of stress to go around.
Fine. Next time I'll call you. I'll report in.
That's not what I want.
Well, then what do you want?
To hear it from you. 5 minutes, Paul. That's all it would take.
I didn't even give it 5 minutes thought. If Emily had answered her phone, I wouldn't even have gone over there in the first place.
So you think I'm overreacting?
I don't know. Are you overreacting?
Don't do that.
I'm sorry. You're right. Look, Meg, this was your plan. Be nice to Emily. Carve out a place for her.
Not let her take over our lives.
She's not.
Not until the next business crisis or health crisis or whatever it is crisis. Paul, even when Emily's not trying to manipulate us, she still manages to get a rise out of me. And I can't believe I make it so easy. What can I say? Emily knows my lunch codes.
Hey, wait. Hey. How can I help?
Tell me the next time Her Majesty summons her royal bookkeeper.
Okay, there's not gonna be a next time.
There will always be a next time.
You need to trust me. Anything that I do with Emily, whatever I do for you. Always for us.
Hey, are you trying to get me fired my first day back?
Definitely. Did you hear what I said?
I do trust you, Paul.
Then we'll get through this.
I need to check on a patient.
Okay, we're okay, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Meg. Nothing, just nice scrubs.
I don't want to have to depend on anyone to help raise my baby.
Is that realistic?
Not yet. Not financially. Being completely independent of Paul is an uphill battle, but without the newspaper, Lucy, it's like Mount Everest.
Well, why not work for another paper?
Lucinda?
Not an option?
No, I like the idea of raising the intruder up from the ashes.
But if it's causing you too much stress.
I've handled worse.
But you weren't pregnant.
I need to find a way to get Craig to give up control of the paper.
It means that much to you?
It means a brand new start for me and my baby.
I wish I could help, but there's not much I can do when it comes to my dad.
I know, I figured it was a long shot.
Why don't I get you our latest literature on natural ways to reduce stress and anxiety?
Okay, wait, and if that doesn't do the trick?
I'd find another line of work.
Oh.
Well, your blood pressure has come down.
Well, I'll wait for Dr. Schiller's opinion if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. And I hope you don't mind if we have a little chat before she comes in.
Hey, Lucy. Hope you don't think I'm breaking any rules, checking up on Emily and the baby.
They're both doing well.
And in case you're wondering, even though Emily and I aren't together, I still try and help her out whenever I can.
That's good. Her pregnancy is high risk at this point.
I know, I told her that it's a really bad time to be jumping back into her career.
Isn't that Emily's decision?
Well, yeah, of course. But there's a lot of pressure.
You heard us, didn't you?
No,
Yeah, you did.
that's a thin curtain.
And it didn't occur to you to let us know you were there.
Lucy, Emily wants Craig out of the intruder. It's a perfect solution to sell the paper to somebody who can run it smoothly. It's a perfect solution to her problem.
Someone like you, for example?
I'm not dying to get into the newspaper business, but I might know somebody who is.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
Your father doesn't even know that I have anything to do with it.
So why don't you go and discuss that little plan with Emily?
Well, because she would reject it if it came from me.
Oh, so you'll do an end run around her like always. First with Jen, now Emily.
I'm just trying to help.
Like you helped with Johnny?
It was wrong for me to keep Johnny from my sister, but your father... Craig gave me plenty of reasons.
Was that your excuse?
Lucy, listen, sometimes life gives you a second chance to do what's right, to make better decisions, to think of other people. And that's what this is with Emily. And I know it seems selfish because helping her helps my child, but this whole newspaper thing is a second chance for me, finally, to do the right thing for my child. But I need your help, Lucy. Lucy, please.
Okay. I'll get a message to my dad.
Thank you.
But don't get your hopes up. He's not known for being predictable.
I'll make this short. How I treat you as a patient will have no bearing on any personal feelings I have.
Can you do that? Can you separate the two?
Yes. And while you're at it, you could thank me for convincing Paul not to take full custody of the baby. He's bending over backwards for you because of me.
Okay, I'll be sure to send you a note, Meg.
I love Paul, so I'm willing to put up with you.
But am I willing to put up with you?
Well, you have no choice. I'm gonna be a part of the baby's life. So get used to it, Emily, because I'm not going anywhere. Pretty flowers.
Yeah, they're for my girlfriend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, what's the occasion?
I'm in love with you, that's the occasion.
Okay, what's Emily done now?
Okay, it's not Emily, it's me. I asked Lucy to contact Craig, find out if he would be willing to sell the intruder.
To you?
Well, somebody's got to salvage that business, keep it afloat. Otherwise, Emily's gonna stress herself out into a whole nother crisis with this baby.
There's not enough flowers in the world.
All right, you see that right there? That's negative thinking. If you expect a disaster, then that's what you'll get.
Craig won't give you the time of day, much less a depreciable asset.
Well, maybe Craig doesn't need to know that I'm the one buying the paper.
Have we learned nothing?
Come on, Meg, think about it. Emily would be happy for once. Sure, she'd have a career back on track. She'd be financially independent.
No, dependent on you. Again.
Me? No, I'm just a name on a check, if that even.
Okay, you wait. She's gonna lock horns over who gets what byline and what ad to run.
No, Meg, for me, this is just an investment that I hand off to other people.
People she's gonna bypass to get to you.
It's worth a shot.
You've already made up your mind.
Come on, Meg, look, stop. Wait, hold on a second. You don't understand. This whole newspaper deal, gets us one step closer to you sitting in that rocking chair with our baby. But you know what? Maybe we have bigger problems than Emily and Craig.
I can't wait to hear this.
Well, there's you. Because until you let me put a ring on your finger, all of our hard work and our planning, it doesn't mean a damn thing. Stop, please.
I need to finish this before my next shift starts.
You need to give me options. Because I do things your way. I'm kind to Emily. I'm reasonable. And you shoot me down. And you won't do things my way. You won't let me put a ring on your finger.
So you're tired of jumping through hoops?
Yeah. No. I'm tired of you moving the hoops.
Look, Paul, I know in your own way you're trying to make this work. But bringing Craig back into this picture...
Craig's out of the picture. As soon as we sign the papers, he's out of the picture. And if he's a problem after that, then I'll just sell the paper once it's solved, and that's it. Give me another hoop. Come on. Come on.
Give me a sec.
Next hoop.
Give me a sec.
Come on. I'm doing this, all right? I'm making you understand something. I'm making you happy.
For the moment.
Yeah. So are you sure that there's no more hoops?
Yeah. Why?
Because I'm planning on making you very late for your next shift. I'm worried your brother's gonna come charging you to do some kind of forced thing.
Well, you can relax. It's not the first time this barn's seen a little action.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of room service you got around here?
This kind.
We did it.
I'll say.
Well, no, I mean, we negotiated another conflict with him. We're getting much better at this, you know? It used to take you days to figure out that I was right about everything.
Thank you for being honest about Craig in the newspaper.
Yeah. This whole full disclosure thing is new ground for me.
Mm-hmm. So how's it feel?
Strange. But good. So good, Dad. Maybe I should push my luck, huh? I'm waiting a long time to do this, you know?
Paul.
I love you. And here, in the romantic glow and overwhelmingly distinctive aroma of your mother's wife, I'm gonna ask you to make an honest man out of me for the rest of my life. Please marry me, Meg.
Yes, I'll marry you.
Okay. What do you want to talk to me about?
I had an idea.
Oh, great.
It's not a fait accompli.
What?
It's not a done deal, but I've been thinking a lot about your situation and your stress and how I can help you out.
You have helped me out.
And what I've come up with is I'm going to buy The Intruder.
Huh, these look good.
Did you hear what I just said?
I heard you. I'm processing. So you want to help me and the baby. You want to reduce my stress. And by doing that, you want to become my boss?
Well, it's a decision that we would make together.
Is there anyone out there who still believes you when you say things
Emily,
like that?
Come on, I'm worried about you, and I'm worried about the baby.
Oh. You're serious. Okay,
Yeah, I am serious.
Serious conversation, no more jokes.
I'm not joking when I say that I'm not going to do this unless you say that it's okay. I'd like to know your feelings.
Okay, before we talk about my feelings, let's talk about Meg's feelings.
Meg's fine with this.
Really, is she fine like the Paul Ryan fine? Because you haven't told her?
Meg and I don't have any secrets.
So she's fine with it.
Of course. Right now, Meg is fine about everything.
And after all that, he decided to go back to camp. What a great kid, huh?
After all, what? Who decided to go back to camp?
A bunch of kids went up to Raven Lake this weekend, and Luke ended up telling his friend Kevin that he was gay.
Wow, that took courage.
Yeah, it gets better. Kevin got drunk and ended up calling Luke a faggot.
That's horrible.
That's what I said. But just wait till you hear what happened afterwards. This Kevin boy was drowning, and Luke saved his life.
Is Luke okay?
Yeah, he's fine. I ended up talking to both of them at the hospital, and it looks like they're going to be able to get past it, but Luke is worried about the other kids.
And he still went back.
Of course he went back. He's a Snyder boy. He's not going to hide from anyone. What is so funny, may I ask?
Oh, nothing, Mama.
She'll be marching with him next year.
Oh, I'm glad I'm a constant source of amusement to you two. Ooh. What is that on your hand?
This, it's a ring.
It's a diamond ring.
Yeah, Paul is a little traditional that way. I said I'd marry him in the barn. Actually, in the barn, I said I'd marry him.
Oh, I see. And just what was it that made you say yes?
That we need to set some ground rules. You and I will work together for the sake of the baby. But how Meg feels is really my concern and not yours.
Right.
And I won't buy this newspaper unless you say that it's okay, but I think it's a really good idea. It'll keep you from having to deal with Craig. It'll keep you from dealing with all of the problems that you have because Craig is in jail. And I think that I've already proven to you that I am able to take up the slack and take the pressure off you whenever it's necessary.
Wow. You really thought about this?
Yeah, I have.
Have you thought of all the contingencies?
Yes, I have.
Well, you see, I'm afraid you haven't. You see, this idea of yours, I hate it.
That's kind of a strange question. I mean, why does any woman say yes to a proposal? She's in love, she wants to build a life.
I didn't mean why you said yes.
Oh, well, it sure sounded that way.
What I meant was why now? I mean, he's been after you for so long.
After me? He's in love with me, not after me.
Just a minute. Hey, don't get defensive.
I'm not being defensive. Look, I know Paul and I have obstacles that we must face, and we all know what they are.
Yes, Emily and the pregnancy.
Yes, but that doesn't mean I'm blind by her impact on our lives. And I think we could overcome these obstacles if we just have faith in each other.
Maybe the time I caught you in the barn, that helped you to decide too, huh, Maggie?
You know, I back you up. I could use a little help here.
Sorry.
You know, some girls get engaged, they get congratulations. I get a third degree and little jokes.
Paul is a very lucky guy. Congratulations.
Thank you. So, any more questions, Mama?
No. But I do have a suggestion. Hope you like it.
Mama, I don't want to fight.
I'm not. No fight. I was going to say we should find a way to celebrate.
You want to celebrate me marrying Paul?
Yes. And we should ask Paul to join us. We have to, after all, we have to welcome him into the family.
You know, I didn't think that you'd react this way. It's not what I pictured.
Oh, well, now you don't have me figured out altogether, do you, young lady? But one thing you should know, and that is that when you're happy, I'm happy.
I am happy.
Oh, well, then that's all that matters. So, suppose I take you all out for some champagne so we can celebrate the good news, okay?
What now?
Yes, there's no time like the present. And call Paul, ask him to join us.
Thank you, Mom.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Paul's face when I'm nice to him.
You hate this idea?
What? You're surprised by that?
Yes, completely. Look, if you're worried about working for me, I don't know how long I'm going to keep the newspaper. Is this just it's a temporary solution?
Yeah, temporary for you, permanent for me.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
No, I think you do, because we both know you don't want to be involved in the day-to-day operations.
Well, you handle the day-to-day operations.
Right. Exactly. So now I go from one absentee boss to another, and never knowing when you're going to sell, never knowing when you're going to tell me who I have to deal with next. I mean, do you have any idea how hard it is to sell a publication? You are creating work here, Paul. Work for me.
Well, that's not fair. You yourself said that I helped you out a lot last month.
Yeah, in a crisis situation. Oh, see, you like crisis situations. You love saving people and fixing things and owning things. And we all know you love to swoop in, but you love to take off. And then who's left stuck with the mess that you created? Ugh, you know what? Thanks for the peanuts.
Whoa, no, wait. Just wait 1 second, please.
Fine.
Hello.
Hey, you sound busy. Where are you?
I'm at the Lakeview. I'm just finishing up a meeting. Can I call you back?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll see you later. Bye. He's at a meeting at the Lakeview.
Perfect. Tell him to stay there. We'll join him. All right, you two naughty children making fun of me like that. It's not funny.
No, it's kind of
isn't
funny.
It's not. Here, let me help you with that.
Thank you.
Here. Oh, I pulled it on the side here.
Oh.
And if you don't knock it off, I'm not going to pay for the champagne. I mean it.
Oh, that's right. Holden, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's been a strange day, you know, but I am glad that we have been able to have a few laughs.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think a wedding is a good thing. It's just what this family needs right now. Something to be happy about, something to look forward to.
And you and Lily will dance at my wedding.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yes.
We just need to make sure that she doesn't skip out of paying for the show.
Oh, no, I'm not going to skip out anything. Look, I'm going to be paid. Listen, I even told her to call Paul now and tell him we're coming.
You know what? I'm not gonna call.
Why not?
We are gonna surprise him. Okay.
All right, so what's the big hang-up? You don't want me to sell the newspaper to somebody that you don't want to work for?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so we'll draw up a contract, and I won't sell the newspaper to anybody unless you give your consent.
See, now, why would you do that? Why would you make concessions to me?
I'm trying to create a partnership here. I don't want this newspaper. I'm just trying to streamline your work environment so that you will be happy.
Really? Wow. I'm sorry, I've been awful.
No.
I've been awful. You're being very generous, and I've been suspicious and hostile, and I'm sorry. And can we just forget the contract? Just a handshake.
This is really awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible, really. I want you to know how much your support means to me. Thank you.
Wait.
Is this where the other shoe drops?
No, Emily. If you close a deal, it's traditional to toast, with a glass of champagne.
Or sparkling apple juice.
Or sparkling apple juice, right? Unless you have to go.
No, I've got all the time in the world. You could have ordered champagne. I really wouldn't have minded.
Well, look, if you're putting up with this stuff for 9 months, I can deal with it for a day. To a new era.
Wait a minute.
What?
This isn't gonna work.
Of course it'll work. Well, Emily, we'll make it work.
No. I'm not talking about you and me. I'm talking about you and Craig. Have you forgotten how much the man hates you?
Well, so what?
So what? How is he going to want to do business with someone he hates, Paul?
Emily, if I only did business with people who like me, I would do very little business.
Okay, excuse me for asking, but how are you going to get a guy who hates you so much to sell you a newspaper?
It's already taken care of. I persuaded Lucy to give him a message, and Craig is not in a position where he can say no to Lucy about anything right now.
You think of everything, don't you?
I try. Now, can we please just toast? Because the stuff is awful, but
Okay,
it's
but
even worse when it's warm.
I get to propose the toast. To Paul. Ready to do whatever it takes for his child.